We're joined now by Ammar Ammar. He's UNICEF's Chief of Communications for the Middle East and North Africa, and he joins us now from Amman, Jordan. Really good to have you with us, Ammar. As we know, there is this humanitarian crisis that's unfolding in Sudan now as a result of this ongoing fighting that's been going on for almost 2 weeks now. What's your response been in terms of addressing the humanitarian plight of the people in Sudan?
Thank you so much for having me. The situation is catastrophic for millions of people and children across Sudan, especially in the areas affected by the conflict. It was really difficult during the past days, to operate safely, to be able to reach out to those who are in critical need of assistance. And this is all to the security situation on the ground and the truth that was not withheld or respected. For the UNICEF, for instance, we have been operating in the country for the past 72 years, and we have been working for the children and for the people of Sudan through many programs. And we continue our programs, to the benefit of the children of Sudan. But with the current manifestation of violence, it's really critical that two conditions are upheld. One, for the organizations to be able to operate safely and provide much needed assistance. The first one is that a humanitarian truce that is actually respected. And the second one, which is security guarantees for the international organizations, including UNICEF, and for its personnel and assets to be able to roll out the much needed assistance. But in terms of what has been done, water trucking to hospitals has been done in Al-Fashir, in North Darfur, and as well we have provided as well medical supplies, surgical supplies to the hospitals to respond to the urgent needs of the people and children who are injured in the fighting. Of course, what has been provided remains minimal because the needs are massive. So to be able to maximize and to beef up our response, these two conditions must be respected and upheld.
Yes, and Ammar, we've just been looking at pictures of the thousands of people who are attempting to flee the country. A lot of them are, in fact, children. You're obviously from UNICEF, the UN Children's Fund. What more needs to be done right now to help the youngest who are caught up in the conflict?
It is catastrophic for the youngest and for the children. They are the most vulnerable. I'll give you just an example. Like Sudan has highest rates of malnutrition in the world, right? 3 million kids. And if you look at the current situation, 50,000 severely acute malnutrition children that require a constant around-the-clock treatment in the nutrition centers, specialized treatment centers. They are at high risk of being losing their life because some of these treatment centers are in the fighting areas. The children cannot access, due to the fighting, these treatment centers. So there's a high risk on their lives, with the current escalation. So what's needed right now is indeed to be able to save the lives of these children, is to make sure that the truce is withheld, the ceasefire is withheld, and at the same time security guarantees are provided for the international organizations. Otherwise, the situation will be much worse in the coming days if the fighting continues for the children of Sudan. This is just one example of many. If we can look at the education, it's the same. Vaccination, we have a cold chain is at risk with the ongoing fighting. We have millions of doses of vaccinations, life-saving vaccinations, and insulin for children. And already Sudan has been suffering, or has low rates of vaccination in the past couple of years or 3 years. And the risk now that, millions of children will go unvaccinated, and this will have extra risk, of contracting diseases and, having long life illnesses or even the risk of losing their life.
Okay, Ammar Ammar from UNICEF. We'll have to leave it there, but best of luck with your work there.